Alrighty, guys, welcome. Welcome back to Orb. To me, hi, hey, what's up, hello. It's been a week. It's been a minute. We played, not last week, but the week after last. And, I messed up. I got sick. And it was terrible, awful, bad. Not good. I've since recovered. I'm okay now. I am feeling normal, 100% type of gist. Still feel like freshly recovered off of a punch, but yeah, I'm good. I'm all right now. So, what exactly are we doing today? We're playing D&D, but this D&D is going to be very unique, very different. I kind of want the way I want this to work, the way I'm thinking it will happen. I have essentially created a little map, and me and Chaos earlier in this video, not live, but in the video, have essentially started on it, and I've made it to this point here. And the way I've done things so far is, as I'm traveling, the map opens up. It's created. It's founded. It is brought into existence. That's housing. That's NPCs. That's shops. That's footpaths. That's buildings. Whole 9 yards. How I want this to work. Apart from that, encounters for NPCs, mobs, enemies, adversaries, guards, whatever have you. I want you guys, chat, and I myself to contribute to this. You don't have to do chat GPT if you don't want to, but I'd like a person, someone, to have a list of 100 different enemies, 100 different possibilities, and I want to roll for the encounter. Okay? Based on that encounter, the role play, the improv occurs. And this will essentially be a back and forth between me and you, the viewer, on improv. For instance, I was moving across this path here, I was walking along this, and there was a blacksmith just outside his shop here. And he called me over and said, "Hey, uh, welcome to town. I got some wares over here. I don't know if you're interested, but come check me out if you want." I said, "Okay." I went in, I checked out his wares, his inventory, and I found three pieces of armor that I thought would benefit me. And from Chaos, she improved, "Hey, I got three. Here are their prices. Here's what they do. Here's what they are. Their benefits, disadvantages, whole 9 yards." And eventually it got to the point where I was trying to bargain with him, persuade him to make things cheaper, and I erred on the side of caution that, hey, uh, I had I have had no experience other than one other, and this one other charged for the spell, not the armor with the spell attached to it, um, X amount. It was greater than what he had been selling it for. He was selling armor for 15 gold pieces, with a spell attached to it. But the spell from the only other experience I had, he was trying to sell for 20. This other person, the Codger, whatever. Yeah. He tried to sell it to me for 20. I tried to negotiate. I failed. I passed. He shut the door in my face. I then attempted to do the same thing with the blacksmith here. I erred on the side of caution and asked about complaints, see what I could expect from his armor down the line, just as a rough estimate as to what I'm purchasing, whether or not it's worth it. That being the case, he essentially looked at me suspicious, and we had words. Nothing extreme, nothing bad. Eventually, I had to pass on that too because I was too conflicted with the experiences. Moving forward, I'm treating them as extremes. I think moving on, it'd be best to treat these two as extremes. We're going to continue from there. Right now, I'm adventuring a town-ish area. I'm adventuring this right here. I've made it to here from here. I've actually gone from here to about here. Okay? Also, as you can see, I've got my character sheet there, so you guys can take a look with me. I will note that I can't edit anything on this. The paper is kind of busted right now. I attempted to fix it earlier, but for some reason the PDF just does not want to work. Microsoft Edge is not the best source for this. It really isn't. It's quite terrible, actually. It will not let me type anything without messing up other sentences. It will not let me create spaces between lines or remove spaces between lines without deleting something from sentences above or below. It will not let me do a lot of things to edit this. It's kind of awful. Terrible. I'm looking for alternative solutions to a busted character sheet. I opted for actually changing stuff as I see them, see the changes on a notepad that's on a separate device. So any changes you see here will be noted elsewhere because this is busted and I don't know what to do to fix it. Sorry. That being the case, let's go ahead and take you, put you over here. This way I can see you and I can see chat at the same time. Okay? Okay. I got my dice at the ready. Let me toss my phone over there. It's kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It was a little difficult. I just came from the blacksmith shop. I don't really want to continue north. Instead, I want to continue this way. Beforehand, what I had happen was that list occur, and I would have her tell me to stop, and there'd be an encounter, and she would tell me what dice to roll. And from there, I would roll a dice, and we get an encounter. City slash what? How? Sorry, just making sure nothing's like catching on fire. Because that would be very bad. Anyway, so I continue in that direction, and then I roll a 1d100. Because I'm gonna stop here and then just roll because. Boom. 93. 93. Building collapses, revealing ruins beneath. Crazy. So, as I'm walking. Oh, oops. Wrong mouse and keyboard. As I'm walking up this stretch of road here, I notice there is a house here that begins to collapse. Begins to collapse and reveals ruins underneath. These ruins lead to a further on down catacomb type gist, but I don't know this as the player. As the player, I think, wow, lucky I hadn't been standing there. It would have been very bad. There's like debris all around this from where it collapsed because it goes down and then gravity, right? I'm gonna flip a coin to see if I want to go down there or not. Head says yes, tail says no. Inconclusive. Let me do that again. Heads. Well-defined heads that time. Head says I continue on down there, so let's continue on down there. From here, I have to make a whole new thing. So from this, I'm going to create layer. And then we're going to do new layer, enemy. Ground slash path. And let me think. What else do I want to do? Oh, decorations. And I kind of want to do doors. Okay. Undergrounds, there's not really much. I think I want to do a top-down view. Top-down view sounds good. I like the idea of the grid, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. We're going to show the grid. Boom. From the up to the down, I think we want to do... I've never ventured into catacombs before. I'm trying to figure out exactly how that would work. Not catacombs, but ruins. I think... Stone. This is good. This. It will not allow me to put on a filter. I don't know why. Um, it actually works nicely. Okay, from here. Um, hi. I will not be adding anyone to my Discord. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the nice words, though. Appreciate it. Let's see. I think this works. I think this works the way it does. That's fine. Now we need ground path. All right. So, imagining a house had just caved in, I imagine a hole and there being a problem. Let me think for a second. So, traveling along a road, house collapses. There's debris in the way. I go and help the people out. I gather up a bunch of stuff, pull it all out the way. It takes a little bit of time. It's not exactly nighttime. It's mid to late day. It's afternoon. So from there, we get all the debris out the way. I continue down into the ruin that was exposed via the collapse. We discover it after clearing the debris. I keep going, keep going, keep going. It's a small opening, nothing big. It's about 3 feet wide. I think what I want to do, because each pixel is roughly 6 feet, which is one heck of a conversion. I think I'm going to change that scale a little bit for this gridded picture right here. And I want to do every 6 pixels or 6 feet. That way it's makes sense just a little bit. That's too zoomed in though. Too zoomed in. Let's do 3. 3 pixels at 6 feet. 2, 2, and 2. Okay? From there, we have each of these squares is comprised of 100 pixels. So we'll need to adjust for that. That path it's a ruin. It's not like it's a cave of sorts. It's a cave in. Enough for anyone to walk down into. So I crawl in. In an adventurous gist. Trying to figure out how I would do this. Alright, from here we have let's do this for a footpath. Okay. I crawled in, and let's say, oh gosh, because I got to refer back to this. This is the house. Let's see topography real quick. That's topography, so it's on an incline. So it involves that. We go into it. There's enough of a dip there. You can go up in. Trying to make it make sense though, because each square up there is 6, so each square down here is not 6, it's more like 2. That's fine. We increase that to 2.5. That's enough for someone prone to crawl in. I crawl through like a small tunnel-ish, and I emerge into a room about this size. Not exactly square. And again, this is top down. So it makes sense for there to be some stuff here. Let's go ahead and put player 1 into the fray, shall we? Boom. There's my player. Lock this. I want to do this. What in the world? What happened? That's what happened. Okay. This. Copy content. There we go. Now we can move this around without affecting anything else. We have decor doors, ground. We want this to remain the same. We don't want this moving anywhere. This. I want to keep those two unlocked, so that's good. This is completely locked. Doors are going to be that way. Okay, so I've emerged into a room. This room is covered in like a mossy type gist. It's very old, very rocky. There's not really much, what's it called? Not much going on with it. Oh gosh, this way. Okay, so this is my room, and I think I'm gonna continue with like a footpath that goes something like this right here. Footpath that goes this way. Footpath that goes this way. It can be fairly big. It's not super tiny. It's fairly big. From here, let's continue onward. I think. One and three. I kind of want to flip a coin, but at the same time, we have three paths. No, we have a 1d4. We have four paths. So let's label this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Okay. I'm going to roll 1d4. That'll determine the path we take. I see a 1. It's this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Boom. Boom. We're taking path 1. Yay. Keep on going, keep on going. We gotta draw more of the path. By the way, at any point in time, you guys can pretty much choose to say, hey, stop in chat. I will stop and a random encounter will happen. Pardon me, I have to set up the encounter list. Yay. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say right here at this fork there's a random encounter. Gotta give it a second because it's gotta load the rest of it. Alright, from here, pick a d4, put it over here, and I get my 1d100. And I roll for the encounter. 18. There's a harmless ooze cleaning the floor off to my left. As I notice a cave to my right. Must be a fork in the road. Let's go ahead and throw opacity to 50. Let's do decor. Let's make this. What color ooze should it be, chat? I think it should be a greenish blue. Like that right there. It's cleaning the floor, so I imagine it'd be something like this right here. Boom. I'm a player, so I'm gonna do this. Boom. I think I'm gonna continue this way. I want to continue this way through this little hallway here. Let's go ahead and do this. Path. And then we're gonna do this right here. Oh, oops. Where exactly am I going? What's happening, chat? I'm gonna continue on through the cave. I think some echoes, some mysterious sounds are occurring. Nothing too out of the ordinary. This is a ruin underneath a house in the middle of a city. I approach a fork in the road. Something new happens. A spirit appears and it asks trivia about my history. There is my spirit. Asking me trivia about the history. About my history. Trivia. A random spirit then appears in this fork in the road and asks me a question. During the Crusades, certain military orders combined religious devotion with naval power. One of them became especially famous for protecting pilgrims at sea and later developed a powerful fleet in the Mediterranean. Which knightly order was this? I answer the Teutonic Order. Hmm. I picked the Teutonic Order, but the ghost remains silent, eerily staring at me, as though I had answered incorrectly, though I was pretty sure the Teutonic Order was that knightly order. I think I'll move on from this fairly estranged interaction. I want to continue up this path here. Venture left up path. Alright. Boom. Fork in the road. Nothing appears, nothing happens. Nothing of certainty anyway. I think I want to continue on my right hand side and continue on my left. On down to this here. Alright. As I venture along, I spot with oh, do I spot things? I didn't think about that. Perception. My ability to see in the dark, because this isn't like it's like super lit. It is very much so a dim pathway that I'm traveling down. It's not exactly the most spectacularly well lit in the world type of gist. So I think what I want to do is roll a perception check. See what's happening. Because the light has faded from the previous little bit over here. From this room here. This was well lit and it has since faded now that I'm here at this point of view. Perception check looks something like this here. A 14 plus 2 is 16. 16 off of a dim lit hallway allows me to see just a little bit. I think. Does that work, chat? Does that work like that? I think it does. It would make sense if it did. It allows me to hear and see and think, right? About where I want to go and what to do. I want to continue. I say I want to continue down. To get to a room. This room laid with a lot of rocks and a lot of stone. I've no longer been. I'm going to unprone myself now, or at least attempt to unprone. Um, okay. Well, that's actually fairly handy to have. There's a random encounter table on my DM screen right here that says, "Hey, um, for a well-traveled location, well-traveled area for the location side of things, your frequency of random encounters should be once every 24 hours." And then it continues down beyond that. Unsettled area, 1 day, 1 night. And then dangerous area, 1 hour travel every 20 meters. Every 1 hour traveled for 20 meters, or on rest. And then for enemy base, every 15 minutes, or while we're idle or at rest, there's a random encounter to be had. It's kind of what my question was before. Like, I wonder how many encounters I should have this session. I wonder how many I should do this. I wonder how many I should do that. Now that I've seen that, I'm like, I'm gonna take the easy route this time and just look at the screen and use it, because man, is it a little bit different. Just a smidge. Okay? That being said, go ahead and just take all this and move it over so I can see that. Like, ooh, that'll be clearer. There we go. I can see that now. Yeah. Cool. Apart from that, looks like my page is messed up. I find myself in a room. I need to put a persuasion check on. At this point in time, the visibility is decreased to about 3 feet in front of me, so about arm's length. I could see in front of me. That's about it. I have an unlit torch as part of my equipment that I have. It's not listed on the paper. It's listed on my notepad because this would be chaos. Came across while we were adventuring with her. That being the case, do I want to light said torch? I want to save said torch. I don't mind traveling in the dark. I want to light said torch. I don't want to light said torch. I'm going to roll for perception, right? That's a 1. Big ouch. So I can't see anything in front of me at all. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to venture around in the dark all the way around this room right here. Okay. I'm adventuring. I don't feel anything of value. I lose interest and walk away. And keep going. All of a sudden, I hear a loud crash behind me, and little do I know, there was a cave-in blocking my path to that room there. Big oof on that part. That would have been interesting to re-explore, but the cave-in kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and continue up this way. Visibility is still about 3 feet. Can't see nothing hardly, except for what's directly in front of me. We got a fork in the road. Nothing really occurs. I decide to go left. Continue, continue, continue. Keep on going this way. We reach another fork in the road. Nothing really happens. I continue to my right. Let's see. Heads for room, tails for no room. Heads for room. There's a room right here. Yay. We continue up into this room. Cool. I'll make a perception check because I wish to see things. I got a 9 plus 2, so 11. Visibility is 3 feet in front of me, but with perception, I get a glimpse of some shiny metal. Shiny metal. That makes sense? No? I don't think it makes sense. I'm not seeing anything with my vision. I think I'm doing this wrong. Am I doing this wrong? I think I'm doing this wrong. Kind of, sort of, maybe. I could really use some input from another person. I ventured into the room and did a perception check. I wanted to see if I could see anything, hear anything. I'm not hearing much, except the howl of the wind from the outside. I'm also not able to see much of anything. Smelling, smells like dirt, fresh soil. Heavy earthy smell. Not smelling anything rotten. Yeah. No special encounters. Just an empty room. I'm gonna go around, feel a bunch of stuff. I'll feel up a lot. Pairing with the perception check, with my hands, I feel a couple sharp objects. Pick them up, put them in my pouch. Alright, I'm gonna go here. I leave the room and return to the surface, or at least attempt to make my way to the surface. There is an encounter here. Don't know what, but there is an encounter here. $15. 1d6. I have to roll. 3. There are 3 skeletons that appear here. One, two, three. These 3 skeletons have collapsed. And until they're disturbed, they won't be moving again. That is what happens. As I continue moving along, the 3 of them stay right where they are. They don't move. they do not move. Continue on path. Continue on the path. Go to the left as we go around. No special encounter. Cool. I think I want to continue to my right and up, because I think this is the correct way to go. Encounter here. 35. Weapons, my swords, my dagger, as I'm walking along, begin to glow. They begin to glow ever so faintly, and they deal slightly more damage as I continue onward. Continue off to my right. Continue off to my right. Can't decide which way to go, so I'm just gonna flip a coin. Tails is right, heads is left. I see tails. Continue on this way. See if we got an encounter here. Oh, hello. I'm just gonna count that as an encounter. 97. Whoa. A friendly ancient structure awakens. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is just one really big room right here. Keep in mind my weapons are glowing. They deal a little bit more damage. Big room. Okay. Good. Big friendly structure awakens. We want to do this right here. Friends are green. Green? No. Friends are blue. Friendly structure awakens. So this thing is significantly larger than a player. I go up to interact with the structure, the newly awakened structure. So this big friendly is not a creature, it's a structure. So the structure is stationed at not the centermost of the room, but it's fairly displaced from the center. I move up to interact with it, and nothing immediately happens, but over time it begins to rumble. Begins to morph into a more humanoid figure, like a giant almost. Stands well taller than I do. And as time passes, it's been a couple minutes, it begins to move, walk away. It begins to move away. And it'll go back to sleep. I use my sword to light up the area in front of me to see what exactly it moved away from, because I have a feeling it moved away from something. And yeah, to my surprise, it's another hole. Except this one is bigger. It's got stairs leading down it. Okay. It moving away, and my sword's illuminating this has got me curious to thinking there's more to this than meets the eye, and I'd like to see exactly where this leads. So my curiosity. I go down these stairs into the corridor it leads me into. I keep following the path, and eventually I notice that I've been here before. I take one more look into this room here. Weapons still glowing. I have a little bit more ability to illuminate this area. I then use my sword to illuminate the area. I notice a chest buried in the corner. There's a chest here. I go up to the chest, open it, see what I think it is. Alright. 45. 2d10 silver coin. Sweet. So I got a small pouch from this chest with 2d10 silver coins. So let's go ahead and pull up our notepad. Yep, pouch of silver. 2d10. So I think we'll run this right here. Sweet. We have 11. I'm counting the 0 as a 10. If that's... Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. I'm going to reverse that. So I got a 0 and a 1. That means I got 1 silver coin. I noticed there was nothing else in this room, so I proceed to leave. Continue back the path the way I came. I don't want to pass the skeletons again. I turn around and then continue up this way. Yeah, I continue up to the place where the giant was. I notice he's still over there, passed out, or at least inactive, unconscious. He's not there. There's nothing in this room for me to acquire, so I take my leave of it. I continue down the hallway. Over here. Continue on the way I came. I wish to leave the ruin. I'm not looking to stay in the ruin. Continue, continue, continue. Continue, continue, continue. Heads. Okay. So. Interesting gist. We now have a small problem. Small, tiny, itty bitty bit problem. We have a ghost that has begun to not be happy anymore. This person is quite anchory. Anchory, anchory. It is active. I am going to attempt to sneak past it. Attempt to sneak past it. Is that... How do I do this? Okay. Okay, so let's see if it sees. It can see me. So hiding is out of the question. Which makes my ability a little bit more difficult, because now that it clearly sees me, and I know it clearly sees me because it's gravitating towards me quite angrily, it's murmuring stuff under its breath, I don't want to engage it. So instead what I do is I choose to flee. I choose to run as fast as I can. Oh gosh. I instead choose to run. I choose to run this way. I'm going to keep running this way. Boom. Let's see if it stayed with me. It stayed with me. It caught up, chat. It caught up. Oh no. Let me go ahead. Hello. I'm doing nicely. I'm playing D&D. If you want to pitch in, have a little fun, feel free. I'm yeah, this is a new thing for me. Very, 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 very new. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Happy Monday. Is today Monday? Yeah, happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Um, kind of want to separate these three from that one over there. Streaming going. I feel like it's doing okay. It kind of sucks that I'm playing by myself at the moment. I'm like DMing slash playing my own little world. Um, I was playing with Chaos a little bit ago, but she had to take off and take care of some things. So I'm like, okay, you do that. You have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Um, and I decided I wanted to play more D&D. I wanted to learn a little bit more. I wanted to get into it, and I really wanted to put time on it because every other time I've played D&D, it's been with a group of people that either haven't played it before or say they've played it, and their knowledgeability is very much not completely there. And I get D&D, like 90% of it's improv. Um, Even earlier, like in the VOD that I'm recording for this stream specifically, you're gonna notice that me and Chaos legitimately were winging it 90% of the time. It was, I'm not gonna say it was the best improv in the world, but it was funny. It was enjoyable. It was a good laugh. I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it. Um, this is a very bootleg setup of D&D because you have my character sheet there and the world I'm playing around with all the way around, and it's in GIMP. It's completely. We are making this world. There's no real story to it yet. I haven't really gotten to a story part. Um, this is like the very first ruin that I'm exploring underneath a caved in house. And I haven't really gone through, I haven't explored all these dead ends. I have gone to this room here. I just managed to get the chest here. Finally, just moved out the way and built a staircase for a loop here. Very, 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 very unique setup I got going on. For gamers, turn up here 3 minutes. I'm not looking for a new profile pic banner, nor am I looking for a new overlay. Not looking for it. If you want to help out, tag along, roll some dice, maybe, I don't know, make a list of your own. So where when we encounter stuff, it's a fairly simple roll of dice. Oh, stop here. There are skeletons ahead. There's a ghost that sees you, type of gist, right? Feel free to do that, but don't advertise in my chat, please. Thanks, but no thanks. I want to do this. Or no, I will not be adding my Discord for you. I will not be adding my Instagram to you. Sorry. I said no. No thanks. You have created problem, and now I shall seek. This. Yep. That's why you don't advertise in Discord. It's just how that works. Don't advertise. Or not in Discord, but in my Twitch specifically. Do not do that. I know. Hmm. What's it called? Nope. You can see all of this, and it works. I think yes. I look better, chat. I think it looks better. I'm still trying to figure out this though. You know what? I've got an idea. Let's just do this. This. All right, that works. This fool chased me all the way to where I am. Me thinking I'm safe, I turned around, took a look. Oh no, he's there. He's right behind me. That's not good. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? Eh? He doesn't attack. He just sits there. He just sits there, angrily staring at me. Completely weird, gotta say. I think to myself, what in the world is this ghost after? I don't have anything of it on me. And then proceed to continue this away. Out of fear, it scared me. I ran. We find myself in the room again. Weapons are no longer glowing. That has subsided almost completely. I find myself in the original room I actually came into from the collapsed house outside. And noticing that light, I gravitate towards it and make my way out. I'm gonna leave that right there. I then return to the overworld, where I find the house in its decayed state. And there's a group of people around me that say, "Hey, what did you find? What did you find?" And I hold up my pouch. Say, "I found this. It's a silver coin." It's weird. I couldn't see anything down there. My weapon started glowing. All of a sudden, I saw a random big giant stand up. There's a cave down there that loops. I described to them, I can't find. I haven't been able to find anything else. There's nothing else down there as far as I could see. From there, I continue onward back to my inn that I paid for. Just for context, I paid for an inn earlier in this same session with Chaos. And yeah. Paid for an inn. It's all good. It's all good. Come over here. Venture all the way over here. It's slowly beginning to set, the sun, so I figured, okay, time to go sleep, time to go to bed. I think my inn is this right here. No, it's this. This is the inn I paid for. Because this was the codger, this was the no, this right here was the smith. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Chaos described the codger as a pop-up trader. He took up uh, not a plot of land, but he was a pop-up randomly he's a random vendor that pops up. He's like the wandering trader of the city. He popped up, offered, and then I went to the blacksmith shop here, and then I continued onward to the collapsed house up here. I came back, wanted to chill at the inn, see if there's any encounter random event that happens here. Nope, nothing. Sun begins to set, and I call it a day. I've already paid for food for the night. I take my fill, enough to replenish my rations, as well as fill myself up for the day. And yeah, I sleep for a little bit. It's good. Chat, I'm gonna take a break for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I want to get some outside input. I want to see what I can do with others real quick. See if I can get some input going on, get some creative mind flow. Because I could be as creative as I want to at the moment, but the problem is there's no real direction. So having another person feeding me those ideas kind of works, in my opinion. While my character is sleeping, I will be right back. I haven't had skills in such a long time. These are good. So, I've been recording for roughly 4 hours. For the hour, 2 hours ish, you guys have seen me live, has been almost entirely me. I have an idea. Let me see if this idea will work.
Oh, I see. It's
Hey Deb, you there?
the full midnight oil
Yeah,
set.
Do you have a set of dice?
I do not have a set.
You do have a set?
I do not have a set.
Big sad.
I do not own anything related to games, like board games. I think the only thing I ever owned related to a board game was Shoots and Ladders, and maybe Uno.
Okay. Reason
Well,
I
no,
ask.
my mom owns. She owns Monopoly, but
I say.
everyone has Monopoly in their household.
True.
If you don't, then you're like a family pretending to be a family.
You're not wrong though. I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
give me a second, Ma. I gotta go help Mom real fast.
I was gonna ask because I had chaos in the call this morning, and we got to playing D&D. We're technically in the middle of a session, but she doesn't have her player in the world yet. We have yet to really discover her character,
Yeah.
and I wanted to stream D&D today, so I figured, okay, I've created some of the world, some of it,
Holy
at least the
fuck,
very
GTA's
starting.
so loud.
Say again.
You're good. GTA was really loud. You're good. I opened the Xbox menu so I can hear you.
You're good.
Alright, I'm back.
Reason I was gonna ask about the die was because I'm playing the game right now on stream, and I was trying to figure out if I could get your input on just rolling for random encounter. Like you tell me to stop when
Oh,
I'm
it's literally
traveling,
the Star Wars stasis block.
and you could roll the die and say, "Oh, you come across person who happens to really hate you," type of gist, and all of a sudden you're in combat.
Roasted.
Literally, like. But we play it
So
D&D whole 9 yards. Like I roll for okay
Freaking
initiative,
remote
whole,
event
like
by freaking
combat actions, all that fun jazz.
Yeah. There's an online dice I could probably find.
You can do that if you want. I've got a list.
I have no physicals.
You're good, not a problem. I've got physical
See,
dice as well.
Characters we can
running with.
discover because there's prisoners apparently.
There I'm echoing, or my mic is just going active. Nick, scream. Am I echoing?
I'm not hearing no echo. You're good.
Okay, then it's just my fan.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Feel free to take an
I-
axe, brother.
Don't remember my Twitch sign in. Continue with Google. We ball.
that is how that works. Ugh.
Yeah, because I'm hoping that this is the correct sign-in. Nope.
Be real. I think that any of the Guardians are stronger than Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah,
Key.
100%.
Guardians? What kind of Guardians?
Destiny Guardians.
Oh, those guys.
Guardians of the Galaxy specifically.
We're like Mandalorians if they were goaded beyond the sauce. You know what I mean?
And can take their helmets off.
Account has been successfully
No.
connected.
Yeah.
Is this the correct account? I'm genuinely hoping this is the right fucking account. Not. Uh-oh.
Well, Taylor checked him earlier, and she said he didn't have anything.
We're good.
Yes, it is. Thank fuck.
There's a Roomba. Now
The
it's
reason I'm trying to
officially
do stuff
freaking
with my Twitch
Warframe.
account
Oh my god, really?
is because I'm trying to do GTA.
Wait, I don't see a Roomba. Oh my
Because
gosh, I see the Roomba.
If you link your GTA account, like your Rockstar account, with Twitch, if you like watch 8 hours of streams, you get $1 million and a free outfit,
Oof.
which is pretty nice.
I guess if I'm in the circle, it'll go faster, huh?
Oh.
Sweet. Alright, I got this link. Perfect. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not wearing my right outfit. Is that how much money I have?
Chat, this is how I feel
Oh, I
right
do
now.
have.
Oh, oops.
Give me more. Give me more.
That's how I feel.
I'm scratching.
Anyway, yeah, I just wanna. Hey, it's daytime. Daytime is cool and all. I'm awake. Yay! Welcome back. Yeah. I just got through sleeping at an inn. I don't know what I want to do though. Chat, what do I want to do today?
Like gambling on
The God of Vengeance.
I heard that too. This thing's flying.
Yeah,
Monkey spin on
okay.
the wheel.
It's because it
available
can't.
today.
Go visit a mountain.
A Roomba.
Mountains sound nice to play with.
We're on the Death Star right now. What is this?
Zach. It's one of those shield door things.
It is.
Let's win the car. Win the car, baby. Win the car. Win the car. That's not gonna be the car. It's not the car.
No encounter. Said.
I had 90 gigabytes free on my Xbox. What happened?
I don't know. Eh,
We
Yeah,
are
sounds
just
cooking
haunting
tonight.
you.
still no encounter.
I now know what happened. I forgot I installed Marathon in the spur of case Zach gets it.
Oh, we can't go there.
All right.
Objective.
Okay.
Defend the derelict. Now it's a defense mission. I am a Dalek.
Okay.
Oh crap! There's big things in the sky right now.
Well. Halt. Who goes there? It's me. I'm Cleft. What is your purpose? State your business at this gate. Stuff.
They're like Star Wars drones.
You with the cleft lip. What are you?
I'm a paladin. My name is Cleft.
Yeah, that thing's dead.
My mind, she said I can do anything.
Oh, really? Can you fly?
Yeah. Can you?
Shoulder.
Bitch.
Oh crap! I don't got any ammo left for this thing.
Fish.
Bitch.
I also got cooked just then.
You calling me a fish? Fish.
Fish.
As he's flipping you off and making the letter B with his hand. Fish.
Thanks.
Big gravy. All right.
Ow, 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 ow. Nicholas.
Ah.
You know what you still have yet to do?
Oh yeah.
I only realized because I checked my fucking email for the first time in like 3 months. And I see 2 emails from Steam, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what these are for. Oh, it's thanks for your purchase. And, oh, so-and-so has claimed. Okay. Wait a minute, we're missing one.
I'm not gonna lie, Chad. This is like increasing. Like every time I think about this, I lose my brain cell just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, that's a boss.
What should I do, chat? What should I do? I woke up from an inn. I got through eating. I got through sleeping. I approached the guard thing over here because I thought, you know what, this is a neat place to explore a mountain. We got a mountain right about here, right? And it starts going up in elevation. We got a huge amount of space to explore right here. Yeah. What do you think we should do? Realistically, I kind of want to wait before I venture too far out of this. I want to go back and I want to try and find a guild hall. And I want to essentially take a job and make some money. I want some monies at the moment. Money sounds good. Venture all the way back up to here, back to where the inn was that I stayed in. Looking for a guild hall, looking for a guild hall. Thinking right about here is good for a guild hall, I think. It'd make sense for there to be one roughly in this area, just before the business side of things and just at the temple. Because work, business type gist, right? What color should the guild hall be? I'm thinking, because most of the businesses are yellow. Temples and center points of interest, like city halls type of gist, are going to be black, as well as their political borders. Gray crosses are houses. We could make it a very bright blue. Ish. I look about good. Cute. Cool, cool, cool. So I entered the guild hall. Boom. And I am looking for work. Well, in order to get work from guilds, you have to join the guild. And then from there, you have to go out, accept jobs, go out, do said job, come back, and display results. Go in. So is joining of a guild, is that like something else? Hold on. Looking for like typicals. Okay, cool. Okay, so the way I see it, the way I understand it, to join a guild, you simply request on the inside. So, hey, I wish to join the guild. What does it take to join the guild? Essentially, all you gotta do, sir, is do this job here. Come back with your progress, and yeah, we'll be on our way. You'll have become a full member, dependent on your expedited process. What would be a job a guild would hand out? Well, noting the area. We're between business and not. Business and like temple type gist. So I imagine it'll be guild is kind of like a would you guys consider it a guild, a college of some kind? It makes some sense to me, but it doesn't make quite as much sense. I'm just gonna keep it remained like I'm gonna keep calling it just a guild, nothing more. Separate from that, I gotta figure out how exactly I'm gonna do this. We have that. Find fugitive. He hands me a flyer that essentially states I have to do something for someone. What's the something? Thinking it could be finding orphans a new home. How about that for a starting quest? We gotta persuade 10 orphans, kids out on the street, to head to the orphanage in town. Let's do this. I have an idea. I'm gonna add new layer. Okay. So on this layer, we're gonna throw down one green objective. They're usually localized, so I'm thinking orphanage could be this here. Okay. And then we need objectives. So pixels, specific orphans all throughout the city. I'm thinking 10 total is a decent number to start with. So we'll start here. We'll go one here, one there. Let's do one here, one there, one there. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's our 10 orphans. Okay. Oh, well, here. Hmm. 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 That wasn't a good design. It's not a good design. Okay. Want to do this. Want to rename this. Finishes. Good. And then we want to do, yep, yep. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still good. Okay. And these will only appear when we are doing this specific objective. Let's do one more over here. Boom. Boom. Good. Okay. Now from here, we need to remember we're right there. And then we need to do one more layer. Orphans, OBJ can be bright red for depiction of where we gotta go, what we gotta do. Yep, bring that down to 1. Same thing as last time. We're on the correct layer. We need to do 2. Oh, oops. Okay. That works. Okay. So as the player, I now have to find a way to convince these guys to go there. I can't do it by force, and I can't hurt them. They have to be willingly put that way. The way I'm thinking I could do this. I think I want to do that. I wanna boom. Here's my first objective. We gotta go out of here, we gotta go up here. I notice him from across the way. It's about I don't notice him from across the way. That's too far. I keep going, 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 keep going. Boom. I now notice him. He's within sight. I notice him. I pretend not to notice him. I go up to this, oh gosh, what did we call this a second ago? Not a cobbler. Is it a cobbler? I don't know if it's a cobbler. Is the cobbler the leather worker? I can't remember. Maybe the haberdasher? No, it's not the haberdasher. It's not the scribe. I think it's a cobbler. No, because there are two of them, and they're at odds with each other. It might be the scribe. Scribe slash printer. Let's see. What does a scribe do? Okay, so... I imagine it's like springish. The very next day. Not from when we entered this, but from when we wake up and did all the other stuff. Decided to go to a guild, find a job, make money. From here, I go to a scribe after noting an orphan. And I get a piece of parchment. And some coloring utensils. I go back to the orphan and I interact with the orphan. I tell him, say, hey, here's some parchment, here's some coloring. And if you go to the orphanage just down the way, I point north to the orphanage way up over in the distance. I point to it and I say to the kid, hey, if you're interested in drawing many, many more pictures, you could always go there. They got plenty of coloring utensils as well as parchment and paper you could use. And I try to convince him to go to the orphanage. We'll see how successful I am. I got heads. He willingly and gladly accepts the paper and the coloring pencils, and then he goes off to the orphanage over there. He's good now. Yay. One down. One to go. Or no, 9 to go, actually. Alright. Continue along our way. Continue along our way. Continue along our way. Just chilling. Do we have any objective or... I lost it. Hang on. I flipped the coin and it went across the wall. Golly. Inconclusive. Couldn't tell. I got hits. We got an interaction. Interaction? Encounter. Random encounter. Wee. 79. What's that do? Here we go. Oh, huh. That's an encounter. Golly. As I'm walking along the way searching for orphans to return to their to bring to shelters, I encounter a mimic and disguised as a chest in the road. How do I know it's a mimic? It's a chest that's breathing. It's breathing in the roadway. It's not good. It's not good. We're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this here. And yeah, that's gonna be yeah. um, hang on. Allow me to. So that's interesting to know. Mimic disguised as a chest in the middle of a roadway. How do I proceed to deal with it? I think I want to. I mean, defeat it. Defeating it sounds like a great option because there could be loot to be had, but it also could be somebody's mimic in the community. It could be someone's mimic in the community. Who knows? Pet mimics are weird. I want to verify that it is a mimic. I search for living creatures, I think. I wanna look around for living creatures, like a rat, small rat of some kind. I feel like small rat? No. So let me see. I gotta check my. So I guess to suss out, I think, yeah, because I'm not sure if it isn't. So So I want to cast Detect Magic. I want to use a spell slot. I want to cast Detect Magic. Can I even do that? Will it work? It'll work. That's actually kind of shocking. Wasn't aware that that would work. I used. I expend one spell slot to do Detect Magic. Cast first level spell. And then I want to detect if there's any magic in the area around me and the mimic that I think is the chest in front of me. As I'm performing this ritual, I'm looking around and I'm starting to notice faint glows every now and then, but nothing extraordinary, nothing sticking out. And then I look at the chest on the road and I see what appears to be one small ring. There's nothing on the outside of it. Hey Jim Bob, how you doing? Welcome to stream. Playing D&D. I'm having a heck of a time trying to figure things out. Pardon me for taking forever. Take it forever. I'm using Detect Magic, first level spell, to detect whether or not the being in front of me is a mimic. And so far, I've only been able to detect that there is a magic ring on the inside of this chest in the middle of the road that appears to be breathing. I think what I want to do is attack the chest. In order to do this, so I want to attack. So the way this works is I use a d20 versus the armor class. AC 12. So I roll 1d20 to attack. That's a 7 plus, I think, PR. 7 plus 2 equals 9. And I'm throwing my sword at it, so I'm legit taking my long sword, throwing it at the mimic in hopes to kill it. If my roll is lesser than the armor class, am I to assume that I think that's safe grounds to say the attack failed, but it wasn't by much. It's like a 3-point difference. So I think what happens is the sword isn't caught by the mimic, but nor is the mimic destroyed. Instead, what happens is it essentially bounces off the hardwood shell because there was not enough momentum to have it continue through. Okay. Nothing occurs. Actually, hang on. Let's see if Mimic responds. If it does. It does respond, but only by yawning. How to tell a Mimic if it's asleep or not or active? It yawns and opens up all the way. Boom. Because I'm using Detect Magic as well, when it opens up, it unveils that it does in fact have a magical ring on the inside of it. While it's sleeping there in the middle of the road, I take a quick, closer look at it. See if it wakes up. Inconclusive. It does not wake up. I then attempt as fast as I can to reach into the Mimic and take the ring without disturbing its sleep. I think that's dexterity, yeah? Is it dexterity? It looks like. Yeah, it's sleight of hand. It's a sleight of hand check. Hang on. Sleight of hand is a dex throw, so I roll for that. 15 plus 2 on the modifier, that's 17. Yeah, 17. And I see it as a dex throw. You gotta test your dex to see if you're fast enough, and sleight of hand is the way to go about that. I'm not really skilled in sleight of hand, but my roll's high enough over its armor class that I think it's okay. If I reach my hand in, I quickly yoink the ring out from its mouth. I then place the ring in my pack. Explorer's pack. One moment. Yeah, I don't know how the flip that happens. I'm just gonna put it in this notepad because golly, that is annoying. Where's the notepad? This. I got a ring. This. Okay. I have a bunch of different things I can do here. So let's go ahead and just roll a 1d20. Because I don't know what ring this is, what kind of ring it is. That is a 4. 4 is Ring of Tidal Breath. Allows underwater breathing and a swim speed equal to walking speed. That's kind of overpowered, but okay. Right. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, from here. He is pacified. He's not attacking. He's not alert. He's completely asleep. Unaware of what I just did. I yoinked a ring out from his mouth. From that point, I think we move past it. I think we move past. I proceed to move all around said mimic without waking him and continue on my way. I spot out the corner of my eye orphan number dos. Second orphan. I walk up and I ask him, "Hey, what you doing? How you doing today?" He says, "Fine, I'm good. I'm just playing, having fun, picking flowers, whole 9 yards." So, well, why you out here all alone? Said, "Cause I ain't got nobody." Said, "Okay. Well, what would convince you to accept a home offer?" He goes, "What's that?" He asks, "What's that?" perplexedly. And I say to him, "Hey, there are orphans all over town you could go by and live in for at least a little while. And they'll teach you a thing or two. You can have fun playing with others about your age, and you wouldn't be alone anymore." So, okay. And this is me attempting to persuade him. So, persuasion, is that a thing? I gotta check. Yep, persuasion. Okay. I got a 16 on the persuasion thing. I don't think I had my modifier because I'm not skilled in persuasion. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a fairly high number. I think I convinced the kid to go to a home. I think he does. Yeah, he goes home. And that's 2 the way. We got 8 more. All right. Keep on venturing around. Notice a store on the way. I figured, hey, might as well stop by. What kind of store is this? I think we get a secondhand store, pawn shop. What kind of wares you got in here, mister? We got all kinds between swords, armor, valuable trinkets, rings, helmets, hoods, clothing. We get a few visitors every now and then, but not many people will stop by. I don't know why, I just assume because of the style. It's just out of date. I don't know. That being the case, what do you got? Hi. Thank you. Much appreciated. I got a random bowl of noodles, chat. Don't worry. Yep, I don't think it's I don't think it's poison. Kidding. That's a lot of spice. Wow. That's a lot of spice. Not complaining, but man, I was not expecting that much. Whew. I need to get some like potatoes with this. Potatoes or some of the chunkiest chicken you've ever seen. I don't know what to put with this, honestly. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I ate all of it. I ate all of it, but man. Very flavorful noodle. But not I need something else. I need some protein. Something. Super flavorful. Very, very tasty. What did I say this shop was? It's like a secondhand pawn shop. Hmm. Okay. So in this pawn shop, I spot 3 items that really catch my eye. A small clouded glass sphere that glows on command and can cast light or daylight. I found a hat, simple looking hat that lets you cast sky self at will. And then an immovable rod. Metal rod with a button that locks it in place in midair. Those are about the 3 items I found. So take your pick. What of these suit your fancy? I turn and look at the person across the counter. Tell him I really like the drift globe. It reminds me of my own sphere. I have a sphere that hovers around me and is on command. The drift globe seems useful, but is unneeded because my sphere pretty much does the same thing. It can cast light, or it can move at my command, which automatically removes the immovable rod. Hat of disguise sounds like a good idea, but I wouldn't want a disguise that is inconvenient popping out at an inconvenient time. It's just not worth having, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. You, sir, your wares are awesome, but I can't in good conscience say that you guys can see my face now. We forgot to turn that on. I can't say in good conscience that I'm interested in any of these items. That being said, if you happen to have anything of interest pop up that you think I would be inclined to observe, potentially purchase, feel free to send a courier my way. I'll be sure to take his word for it. I'll head back here in a jiffy. Okay? He turns back to me and says, "Okay." And I bid thee farewell. Bye, friend. I walk out. Back to the path I go. I go across the way. And let's see if there's an encounter here. There is an encounter here. Alright, let's go and take a look at D100. 70. At 70, a treasure chest, possibly trapped, was just found. I found one. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Found a treasure chest. Possibly trapped, though. Oh, oops. Here we go. Treasure chest, treasure chest. What are you? Treasure chest, treasure chest. Full of loot. I found a treasure chest, guys. Do I have investigative? Let me see what I have. I kind of want to... I want to know if it's trapped or not, because I don't know if it is. So I want to check this. Intimidation, perception, survival. Do I want to attempt? No, yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to roll a perception check because I want to know, based on where it is, if it is trapped or not. And the best way to do that is to apply my skills to the situation. Take a look around and see if there's anything sticking out of the chest, because that's a possibility. I mean, that is the whole point behind perception. So I'm going to roll perception. I got a 3, plus 2 is 5. Rip. Well, it's light, but the sun is reflecting off the rocks, and it's quite distracting. I don't notice anything on the glance of the chest. There's nothing really sticking out from it. There's nothing really concave about it. I think I want to attempt to open it. Let's see if there's a trap, shall we? There is not a trap. Shocking. Shocking. Let's roll another D100 real quick for the loot table. Whee! It says 83. Antique jewelry. I find a necklace. I find a ring. I find a circlet. Little crown thing women like to use. I stash them all in the backpack. I'll move onwards. Yay. I find it stuff. They look cool. Save that. Boom. That being the case, say let's move on. We got to dandelion on. Go wee. I see another orphan. Woo. Another person I can help. Yay. Hey kid, what you doing? Are you good? Are you okay? I notice as he's laying down on his side. He whispers back, yeah, I'm good. I'm just resting for a while. I said, wait, is it not cold to you here? He said, yeah, but what else can I do? I don't have a family. I don't have any clothing. Or at least, nothing to keep me warm for when it comes nighttime. I said, kid, there's an orphanage right there down the hill. I said, yeah, I know, I'm just too lazy. I don't want to go there. Besides, I think people are going to be mean to me if I did. Well, what if I could guarantee you that they won't be? So how can you do that? I could ask. I could tell them. Say, okay, I'll follow you there, but on the one condition, you gotta convince them. You gotta ask them in front of me. You gotta say, are you guys gonna be mean to him if he moves in with you guys? Because if so, that means I'll have to take responsibility. I, for the kid, will take responsibility. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I proceed to take the child with me to the orphanage. He's standing behind me. Don't mind this little red dot here. We're just gonna. As we walk in, I notice a rowdy group of kids off to our left-hand side, and a person that looks to be official off in the back. I announce my presence. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? As the kids start getting rowdier and rowdier. I look to the right, notice the old lady off in the corner. She looks a little disturbed. I walk up and say, hey, what's going on? You having a good day so far? She says, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just trying to make sure these kids are getting their homes the way they are supposed to. And I ask her, I say, hey, I got a kid here that's looking for a home. Would you like to have him along with you? You know, to get a new home and everything. She looks back at me and goes, oh, where'd you get this little guy? I said, up by the hill, over here. Just after the bridge. Or not bridge, just before the gate. Out of town. She goes, oh, really? I go, yeah. He's just sitting there laying on his side and all sleepy like. I asked him if he was okay. He said, yeah, he's okay. He's just cold. He can't survive the heat or the cold outside. And it's pretty high up elevation. You don't want to get colds or flus or sick. Said it'd be easier on you if you went to the orphanage down here. He said, okay, but I gotta make sure. Otherwise, unless I take responsibility for him, if you guys are gonna play nice with him. And she turns back and goes, yeah, it's completely fine. We're a cordial hall. We don't mistreat our kids. We make sure each one of them goes to a loving family, loving home, a warm home with plenty to eat. You can just drop them off here. We'll take them. We're good. We're good with kids. We're all right. I say, okay. You mind if I stick around for a little while and observe, make sure everything is cordial? She said, yeah, we have no problem. You can sit off in the corner. It's completely fine. I'm like, okay, cool. I turn around, sit off in the corner. I notice as the day goes by, kids being fed, bathed, clothed, eventually put to sleep. It's now nighttime. She goes, you ever have kids of your own? I'm like, no, I don't. She said, you ever think about it? Nah, there's no way that could happen. I'm adventuring. I'm an adventurer. I'm trying to earn money from the guild. I can't be responsible for a kid. I don't know why I said yes to the one in the first place. She goes, yeah, but they're precious, aren't they? I'm like, yeah, they can be. It's a shame I can't have any on this road of mine. She somberly looks over at me and goes, yeah, you'd be good. You'd be a good father. Well, okay, cool. Huh, alright. And then from there, the hall calls it a night. We wake up the next morning. I turn towards the kid and go, you're in good hands. Live for yourself. And give to others as much as you can. And from there, I bid ye a farewell. I drop the kid off at the orphanage, and we move on. From here, we go all the way across here. We adventuring, having fun. There's a new kid. Woo! We find another kid. Yay! Except this kid is not alone. He's surrounded by a bunch of other kids. So it's a little more intriguing. And he's out front of a shop. I start talking to the kid and get to know him. Say, hey, what you doing out here? Are you good? He's like, yeah, I'm just playing. The big guys are a little rough, but we're just having fun. We're okay. I look over at the other kids, and they're laughing, having a cheer time, being merry. I can't help but to think, what if he's getting picked on? It's not very good. Not right. We gotta help him. We gotta help him out. We gotta help him out, chat. Are we gonna help this kid out? Or are we gonna send him across the world? I asked him, I said, hey, are you getting hurt? Are they hurting you? He goes, no. No, they're not hurting. They just play rough as all. I'm like, okay. Cool. I then glare over at the other kids. I make them pee themselves. They're now sad. Shop owner comes out, hooting and hollering, why y'all getting all sad and mean? What happened to the laughter? What happened to the glee? I look up at the shopkeeper and go, I think they were hurting him. I'm making sure he's okay. Good stretch. He goes, no, no, no. That's how they typically go about their day. They're all right. They're okay. They don't need to be defended. They're all right. I've got them right here. I'm like, oh, so are you claiming responsibility for this one? He goes, yeah. I point to the kid. He goes, yeah. Yeah, I'll take responsibility for him. I'll take it, man. No problem. Okay. Okay. From there, shopkeeper takes him and tells him, hey, you're living with me now. You can call me Papa. Kid walks away with his new family. I don't see him again. And then we continue on with our way. Continue up and up and over and up and wee. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright. I spot another kid out the corner of my eye and go, hey, how you doing today? It's nice and sunny. Highs the sky? Yeah, the sun climbing the sky. I asked him, say, hey, what you doing? You good? You having fun? Dude said, yeah. He's cool, he's having fun. Just chilling. He seems a little sick, or at least under the weather. So I assume he needs some bed. He needs some shelter. He needs at least some food. A warm belly ought to do him some good at the very least. I then proceed to suggest to him, hey, there's an inn up the road. Would you like to come break bread with me? Have a little fun? He goes, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Okay, then follow me. We go up the road, going to the inn. We have food. Food's good. Kid's eating stuff in his face. He's having fun. Oh, I need to pay the inn a little bit. I think 5. Yeah, 5 gold ought to do. I need to do this. Alright. 5 gold. There we go. I paid the inn 5 gold to feed the kid and me. yeah. Kid's fed. He's full. He's happy. See, I could stay here forever. I asked the shopkeeper, I said, hey, you guys in need of some assistance with anything? Y'all got anything the kid could do? They go, yeah, we got plenty. Between taking care of the stables and preparing dishes and prepping tables, we have plenty for the kid to do. It's like, cool. Would you guys be willing to house him? Take on the responsibility for that? They go, yeah, absolutely. They take the kid. I bid him farewell. Tell him to do his best, work his hardest. Eventually, he will never need to have another food again, and it works because he'll have a ton of food, and it works. That kid is good. With him out the way, I can continue my travels, my adventures. Here, we continue down the road. We adventure. Let's see. An encounter. No encounters. So we continue onward. Hello, how you doing? My name is Cleft. How you doing? I'm doing good. Really? He goes, yeah, I'm doing real good. I'm already allocated to the inn over there. I'm already acquainted with the shopkeeper over here. I'm attending the orphanage over here in the event the two are closed and can't handle me. I go, okay. Well, that pretty much solves my questions. Thanks for the quick to do. Thank you. He goes, thanks, bye. Kid's satisfied. It works. We continue on our path, our little journey. Let's see if there's an encounter. There is an encounter. Ah. 6, 7. Anyway. This. A map carved into stone. I found a rock. Let's put this on the land, shall we? All right. It's a rock with a map carved in it, just so we're on the same page, chat. Okay? Okay. From this place, we want to continue on down. Boop. I spy with the little eye of mine another child. Child goes, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Care to play some ball? As he uplifts a small ball in his hand, I begin to realize, never had this experience, or at least not to my recollection. Sure, why not? And then proceed to circle around said kid, put some distance between us, and we play catch for a little while. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Eventually he gets tired and goes, hey, I'm getting quite tired here, boss. Maybe we can play again tomorrow. I said, wait, hang on. I run up to the kid and I go, hey, would you like to go to an orphanage? Or are you already housed? Do you have parents around? He goes, yeah, my mom and dad live up the street. I think they're waiting on me to come home for some lunch now, so I gotta go. Like, oh, okay. Well, if you're ever if your parents ever die and you need a house to stay in, you just go down the street and you can go to the orphanage and it'll be okay. He looks at me, wide-eyed, disgusted look on his face, like, go on. And yeah, he goes away. He goes off in the distance. Uh-oh. He's good. He went and gone. He went and did his thing. He's good. Whee. And go all the way over there. And go wee. Let's see if there's an encounter here, shall we? This. There is an encounter. Shocking. There's a buried statue sticking out of the ground over here. I think I want to do this. Buried statue sticking up out the ground. It looks cool. I look over in awe as it's just sitting there, majestically, half buried. Looks like a sword almost. I continue around said statue as well as past an orphanage, and I spot another child in need of a home. I proceed to ask said child, hey, you ought to be careful. There was a house that collapsed around here a little while ago. You want to head to an orphanage? Be on a little safer side? He goes, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just have fun. I asked him, I said, hey, in an attempt to persuade him. There's food. You want some food? And he goes, yeah, food sounds good. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, there's an orphanage over here, and even if you don't want to stay there, at the very least, there's food for you if you want it. He said, okay, I'll head that way. And he proceeds to head that way. And it's all dandy. It's all right. He makes it to the orphanage, and I know because I sat like right here watching him the whole time. Orphan. Thanos snapped. Objective complete. I then proceed to continue along my way. I go back through the little market center here, and even past the collapsed house with the catacombs near it. Let's see if there's any interaction here. Wow, we're getting all kinds of encounters today. They're very cool. There's one encounter. Lost child searching for their family. Look at that, chat. I find him and say, hey, what's going on? He said he's looking for his family. goes, hey, maybe you could adopt me. I'm like, I'm sorry, kid. I'm an adventurer. There's no way I can adopt you. And even if I did, you'd be put in harm's way. Maybe you could go to the orphanage and be a little safer. He goes, okay. And then I escort him to the orphanage along the way. Do. I put him to the orphanage and go, hey, this kid needs a new family. He's essentially lost his. Would you be willing to care for him? They go, yeah, we can care for him. And he's good. And yeah. I bid him farewell. I say, hey, I'll continue searching for your mom and pop, but for now, stay here, okay? We gotta make sure you're safe. You're the number one priority, okay? He goes, okay, but I'll hold you to finding them. I'm like, okay. We go find them. And we continue up this way after bidding the child farewell. We find another child. Say, hey, just so you know, there is bed and food down by the orphanage over here if you're interested in checking that out. They're open all day, every day. So you gotta go and take care of yourself. He goes, okay. And I proceed to ask him if he found little Jesse over here, his family. And he goes, yeah, I seen them. They went up this way, up past the road over here. I'm like, oh, okay, great. You go ahead and head that way now. I'll go ahead and follow up, okay? He goes, okay, sure. He heads to the orphanage. I then proceed to continue around this right here. And see if I find the parents. I do not find the parents. They are nowhere to be found. Where did they go, I wonder to myself, as I continue down the path. Continue. We reach a fork in the road, and I find the parents. Yay, they were just a little further down the way. Tucked in over here, about to head into a store. I go, hey, I found your kid over by the orphanage or by a collapsed house. You might want to go and investigate that orphanage over there and make sure he's okay and safe. He's all right, well fed. I go, okay, thanks for finding him. We were wondering where he was all this time. We assumed he had already gotten to the store. I go, yeah, he lost his way, was searching for you guys the whole time. You might want to go over there and make sure he's okay. And they head on over there. They're good. I continue onward, back to the original gate we entered from. And I meet child. I believe this is our final one. Is this our final one? Is this our final one? Is this our final one? Let's see. I'm not seeing another red dot anywhere. Yeah, I'm not seeing a red dot anywhere. Which means this is our final one. And the final one for stream. We head up to the child and go, hey, what you doing? He goes, having fun. I go, okay, cool. And I ask him, I say, hey, what you doing over here? He's like, I'm watching the Smiths. Smith away at some armor and some weapons and stuff. Okay, cool. I go, okay, cool. If you want some really cool gear, I'll give you this ring right here. It's made of silver. It's got a shield on it. It looks really cool. I will give this to you if you head over to the orphanage and you stay there until you turn of age and can make your own armor. He goes, okay, sure. And then he goes to the orphanage. He's safe, chat. He goes poof. He gets Thanos snapped. He's so safe. Recognizing that it's getting closer and closer to nighttime, I head in. I find an inn, and I go into the inn, and I chill for a little while, because, you know, I got to chill. I venture. I may have an encounter. Nope, no encounter, at least up to this point. Keep going. I find the inn I was in a second ago. I pay for a room. That's about 10 gold pieces. And now I have to subtract this. And I have to subtract the ring because I gave it to the guy. Cool. I didn't sleep here. It's a brand new day for gold. We go ITR. Have some fun here. We go down, go, 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 go. And then I stop at the guild hall, which is this right here. I show them, or I report back to them. I say, hey, I actually did 11, not 10, because I found another random child along the path, and he looked like he needed a home, and I managed to get him a home, and it was cool because he was cool about it. He was just looking for his family, and I managed to find him for him. They go, okay, cool. So you outperformed the bounty. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're gonna reward you with 150 gold points as gold pieces, and we're gonna give you membership to our guild. This means you can take any job you want from the board, perform said job, and you'll get paid for your performance. I go, okay, cool. Where exactly is this board? And the clerk essentially shows me around the guild hall, make sure I know got my bearings. We're all good. I go, yay! So I can take any one of these, right? She goes, yeah. Just make sure you're prepared for it. Not everyone makes it back from a journey alive, so we gotta make sure you guys understand. Take what you can handle. Don't bite too much. Don't take too much. Okay? We want you to come back in one piece. Go, okay. Not a problem. It's okay. And then I leave the dojo. The what's it called? I leave the thing. The guild hall. Go back out to the path. And I think that's where I want to call it for this stream. I'm pretty sure that's where I want to call it this stream. It's early. I've been streaming for 3 hours, not 6, which is uncharacteristic for me. Uncharacteristically early. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would like to leave a follow, consider subscribing, taking a look at my other stuff down below. This is very new. And I am painstakingly aware from the past hour, 2 hours I've been doing this, that I need another person. There's just no way for me to play this and it be as entertaining for you as it is for me. Because I could literally do exactly what I just did right there. And do like a job type gist. But I have no real direction outside of just going for money right now. Getting job, getting money, getting job, getting money, right? So I think what has to happen is I have to find someone. One person, two person, I don't care how many person. And I gotta play. I gotta play with them. With this world, on this game, there's a little bit to it. I've got all my stuff set up and aside. Done pretty dang good. Oh, I gotta reset that. I completely forgot. This. Because I well rested, I recover the spell slot, so that goes back to 0. I haven't taken any damage, everything is good there. I got plenty of loot. That works. I did pretty good. I don't think it's worthy of any experience points at the moment. Because it's not, like... Nothing of what I've done so far has been very strenuous. I feel like experience should be rewarded on difficult task completion, right? I've done a lot today. Creating this world and adventuring in it. Having fun. Exploring, whole 9 yards. I did a lot on the character sheets. I know that I didn't really like edit anything, and that's primarily because of the PDF and the crap it's pulling right now. It doesn't want me to edit any of it. It's dumb. I don't know why. I want to end stream. I want to edit this, and I want your opinion. I want to know. What do you guys think I could do to make this a little bit more entertaining when I'm playing solo? I understand there's a lot. Like, I could probably get better at role-playing. I would probably get better at really articulating things. I want to get better at playing this. I want to really dive into it. I want to get good at role playing, kind of thing, right? There's not really much else I could say. I think I've done pretty good today. Last week was stressful, and I apologize for not having streamed at all last week. I apologize for being early today. It is 110 degrees in this room, and I'm feeling it. I'm really, really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Okay. I want to have another adventure. I want to do another job. I want to have a little bit more fun. But I feel like in order to do that entertainingly, it is going to definitely be a task I have to perform with another person. And that task is going to be kind of fun. Kind of. I hope it's fun. I hope it's fun for you, as fun for you as it is for me. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming for 4 hours tomorrow, by the way, 4 p.m. onwards. So stay tuned for that. It will be a 4-hour stream, 100%. I will wait till 4 p.m. to do anything. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Okay. Peace out.